Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody, to our third episode of Final Fantasy X-2, our 100% run. If you remember, last time we very triumphantly finally completed Chapter 1 with the big mission in Kilika, where we stole that sphere, and then we gave it to the Youth League because we have to give it to the Youth League for a 100% playthrough. For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Sylleblossom. I really like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, and for now, I'm going to be streaming for a charity called Pedal the Cause. It is a bike race that happens in my area every April, and it also raises money for cancer research. And so, if you donate to me at any point, it will show up in this yellow bar right here, and I appreciate anything that anyone would be able to give. If not, don't worry. We're just hanging out and playing one of my very favorite video games. And we have to begin Chapter 2. First of all, we have to go rest in the cabin to begin Chapter 2. You have to go rest in the cabin to begin every chapter. You don't have to do it at the beginning, but you do have to do it once per chapter in order to get full 100%. Oops, I stuck to barkeep, that's right.
Miss Yuna, what can I do for you? Sleep tight.
The question was posed to me during last stream by Fruitoon, what the minimum percent completion was, since I'm doing a maximum percent completion on this run, and I didn't know. And so off camera all week, I've been doing off and on a minimum percent playthrough. Right now, I am right before the final boss with a mere 28%, so I'm thinking that the minimum percent possible is sub 30, which will be interesting to see. However, final boss has presented a bit of a roadblock for me. So maybe by this time next week, I will tell y'all what the theoretical minimum percent is. Welcome in, G. Good to see ya. Thank you. That's right. Today's makeup look is inspired by the Dark Knight dressphere, which, oh, I already got the treasures in here. Which we have the potential to get today if we finish Chapter 2. And the Dark Knight is one of the best dresspheres in the game, and I'm really, really excited for it. However, we are not going to be able to go there until we do everything else that Chapter 2 has to offer. So, we are first going to head to Besaid. If you recall, the overarching mission of Chapter 2 is for us to find and steal uniforms of the Leblanc gang so that we can sneak into her base. Now, our percentages might be a little bit funky for the first part of this chapter because, if you recall, we brought Owaka onto our airship the beginning of the chapter, and we must pay off his 100,000 gil debt, which you can see I do not have the funds to do, like, at all in the slightest. And so there is a way that we can get it later in the chapter. We can get the funds pretty immediately with a few resets. And actually, for routing purposes, I might do that first. But then my math's not going to add up. You know what? Never mind. There will be another point later in the chapter where the math will add up if I've been doing everything right. And we're going to keep this save file that I just loaded exactly where it is in case we do something wrong. And we'll use the other ones in the meantime. So, some Youth League guy is training the Besaid Aurochs and training them hard. Want to go check it out? I do, in fact, want to go check it out. Let's see what's happening.
So you gave the sphere to the Youth League, yeah? Yeah, we knew you were on our side.
What do you mean?
The Besaid Aurochs have all joined the Youth League.
Well, officially at least. And Waka hasn't joined up yet.
Can't blame him, yeah? His kid's popping out any minute, you know. Now's not the time for him to be fussing around with politics.
Fussing, you say?
Oh, who's this guy?
Who's he?
I am Becklem. I've been dispatched to Besaid by Youth League headquarters. I'm here to pound some fight into these pathetic slackers.
He's 100 times stricter than Waka.
You must be awfully confident in your strength if you're skipping training just to flap your lips like that. So, I guess you won't mind showing me what you're all really made of, then.
Oh, no way. He's kidding. What do we do now?
What do we do now?
Is no one among you man enough to break my record? You're pathetic.
Okay, he's creeping me out.
Me too, Riku.
Seriously.
See you later, Yuna.
Stop that at once! The age of temples and prayers is over. It's about time you let go of those musty old traditions. There's no need to bow down to summoners either. Yes, summoners are a thing of the past.
Hold it right there! Whose calm do you think this is, Buster?
There are no more aeons to summon. Summoners are worthless now.
You will take those words back.
I will. If you succeed in proving your worth to me. Well, what do you say?
So, fun fact, you actually have to beat whatever his score is to get 100%. You do not have to do it the first try, although I'm going to try to. However, the number that you have to beat, if you're doing this on a New Game Plus, the number that you have to beat is actually going to be your own score. And if you've gotten an absurdly high score, you can actually make this mission impossible on a New Game Plus. Let me see if I remember how to play.
The way you twaddled on before, you had best break my record. Now, begin!
That's right. Circle locks on, and then X shoots. That's right. And then how do I cycle ammo types? We are just using a gun. Yuna does just have guns in this game. You cycle through the different dress spheres, but Yuna's default one, and the one that you'll see her running around the menu with, is the gunner. So yeah, we literally are just using a gun. Ooh, I didn't actually know square changed targets. I did not know you could actually shuffle lock on. Ooh, I love dual shot. That's right. There we go. I think I remember. Okay. That's right. Volley is great and very rare. It will wipe everything that's on the screen. I remember this now. Okay. Okay. I'm ready. Now the good news is, since this record is only 500, you can actually end the minigame early as soon as you get over that, which I will be doing. So, let's keep going. The best strategy for this spinny game is basically to just be constantly hitting the target button, because sometimes there are targets off-screen that you can't see. Okay, this is the best area to grind in. And that chain at the bottom is going to increase the number of points that we get. So right now you're like, oh my god, we have to hit 500? That's so much. It is, but we're gonna start getting more and more points per encounter. Hey, Buffoon, how's it going? We're just playing the Gunner's Gauntlet. Which we, in fact, do have to succeed at to get 100%. I'll let him get a little closer. Because I want to get the ammo that he drops. This isn't the most exciting stream content, but I did say it would be a 100% stream, and this is one of our 100% tasks, so. Hope everybody had a wonderful Saturday. I did, but it's very rainy over on my side of the globe. And sometimes I like rain, but I really wanted to go to the library today, and I didn't because it was raining, and I normally take my bike. I'm actually going to go back this way and let them come further up so that I can actually get the ammo that they drop without moving into the next area. Nope, because if they hit you, your chain resets, and it's just going to make this take longer. Nice. We're making good progress. Should be at 500 in no time. But yeah, we got a boatload of ammo. Come at me. Got scared. I got scared. I got scared again. We almost have enough points. It's okay. We're almost done. Almost. Alright, we should be good. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, that's fine. We already have the points we need. Let's get out of here. I knew that would be there. That's right. Maybe that's why she took up guns in this game. Yay, we did it! We beat his score.
Take that!
Skill you may have, but I find it hard to believe you defeated Sin. You obviously had some
I
help.
did, from my friends.
Her friends are her power!
It was successful because my friends and the Aeons supported me along the way.
That was first try, that's right, Buffoon.
Memories
The
of
Gunner's
times
Gauntlet is a
spent
little bit
together
annoying,
make
so I'm
us
glad I
strong.
did that first try.
I won't stand here and let you call that strength useless.
Must your kind always prattle on about your
This guy
precious
is just
memory?
like a dick for no reason. Like, he came to the hometown of the High Summoner and started talking shit about her. You think that's gonna make you any
He's
friends?
got some nerve.
Sore loser.
Yay, mission complete. Get out of here. Ooh, I got a new garment grid. Let me check that off on my my document that I have. This one might be useful. Magic defense plus 10 is what it does. Okay. Something I learned in the minimum percent run is that whatever garment grid that you have can actually be incredibly useful. Especially on a low level / low percent challenge, because half of the challenge with the low percent challenge is that you lock yourself out of a lot of dress spheres. So you have to get very, very creative. So this is the no percent file, so let's not save on top of that. Here we go. Alright, so my percentage might be 30, but if it isn't, I'm not going to panic. If you've paid off a Waka, it should be 30 exactly. I think if you haven't, which I haven't, it's not going to be, but maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. It is 30 exactly. Look at that. So, let me do my first edit of the stream. Alright, we're cruising. Cooking with gas here. I believe we have to go to Kilika to get a small, tiny, teeny amount of percent. Remember how last time we were here, we sorta yeeted out of here and with the sphere, so they're kind of mad at us? Yeah. Well, they're kind of happy with us because most of them are on the Youth League.
Sphere hunters that give back spheres. Don't you think that's a little odd? Of course, we're glad you're on the Youth League side, but still.
That's it. That was all I needed to do here. I just needed Dona to talk to me. 30.2. Okay. We can get a couple of treasure chests here. In general, this is not always true, but in general, you need to basically go everywhere, every chapter to get 100%, but sometimes it's a little more complicated than that. I'll just save it on top of this one because there's no reason not to. Okay. Next stop is Luca. It is easier, especially with the way that I have my guide arranged and the way most guides are arranged, is to just go down the airship list sequentially. Just go place to place, and in the order that they are, and avoid hotspots. We're also going to be avoiding a couple of other locations because, see, as a veteran, seasoned player of the game, I know where the uniforms are, but that's part of the story mission, so we do not want to do that right now. Let's go to Luca.
Hello and good afternoon, Luca. This is Shelinda bringing you all the latest news.
Some of y'all might remember Shelinda from the first game.
These days,
She was one of the monks that we would run into repeatedly on our journey. She's a very devout believer in the Yevon faith.
From its leader, Maven Nuge, on down, their ranks are made up mostly of former crusaders.
You can interrupt her, but I am not going to for full percentage.
Sending shockwaves throughout Spira. Pairing off against
That's
them
right.
is none other
Luca
than
Pixar is basically just this city as a movie. Cannot think of a more accurate way to describe that movie.
But their newly appointed leader, Praetor Berelai, has held them together with utmost finesse. Another group turning a lot of heads is the Machine Faction, an Albed organization. They've managed to distance themselves from the sphere struggle embroiling Spira. But their unmatched technological prowess could well be enough to dramatically shift the balance of power. And let's not forget the Leblanc Syndicate, the gang with a style all its own. Headquartered at Chateau Leblanc in Guadosalam, its agents span the globe. But lately, there's one group in particular that's been drawing all kinds of attention.
So?
That's right, the only group led by a high summoner, the Gullwings. And
now she's acknowledging us.
Special guest, High Summoner Yuna.
Huh? Break a leg.
Lady Yuna, your concert the other day was nothing short of spectacular.
Well, it was sort of me up there, but not exactly.
That's right, because we know it was an imposter.
And speaking of puzzling, why the sudden career change to spear hunting? It sounds like you caused quite a stir with that disappearing act you pulled on Besaid.
And I'm very sorry about that.
Rumor has it you left the island looking for clues about a certain young man. Anything you can share with us?
I think it doesn't actually matter what you say, so what do y'all want me to say? Rumors, it's a secret, or that's right. I did say that whenever I was able to pick any option, I would let the chat decide. I also keep getting kicked in and out of the chat room, because my... Rumors? Okay. You got it.
So, why did you leave?
It's a long story.
I'm sure it is. One can only imagine the fascinating tales that led to you becoming the leader of the Gullwings.
Hold it right there! I'm the leader, me! Gullwings, we rock you!
Whoa! Is this thing on?
It's taping 2 more arms right now. This is just a toy compared to the things I've invented.
Tell us, is it true that the Gullwings have thrown their support behind the Youth League?
That statement is kind of true, but not really. No!
We don't want to get caught up in other people's problems.
So many questions left to ask, but I'm afraid...
That is also such an interesting microphone. It looks like the struggle bat.
Today's guests, High Summoner Yuna and the Gullwings.
Not bad.
You should have joined in too.
Yeah, it was more fun watching.
Payne's like, no
Lady
thank you.
Yuna, great interview. Thank you so much for helping me out. This isn't much, but consider it a token of my gratitude.
I don't know why she has that, but okay.
How long you been doing this? Well, after the calm came, the temples were in decline. At first, I thought the best thing I could do would be to help the temples get back on their feet. But everyone just ordered me around. I got tired of it.
You couldn't just tell them no?
That's the part of me I wanted to change. I made up my mind to leave the temple and come here to Luca. They needed people for this and they asked me to help. So, here I am.
Another job you were asked to do?
I suppose nothing about me has really changed after all. I gotta run. My next assignment is about to start. See you later, Lady Yuna.
She complains, but you can tell she enjoys it.
Sounds a bit like Uni, don't you think?
Really?
Love Riku's scarf. I've always wanted one like it. I love the colors and the gradient.
Dr. B, care to give us your opinion?
The hardest person to know is yourself.
Hey, cut that out.
And that should be all that we needed to do here for now. Oh, but we also need to shill. I forgot to shill in Besaid too. So, let's do some shilling. Because now we're in a new chapter, and now we have to shill again. Am I not reading this right? Oh, no, I'm not. Oops. Oh well, that'll be fine. You don't need to get a perfect score to do it. As brutal as this game can be. Shill time, shill time. This one gets this. This one's the one that gets number 3. In general, there are the most people in Chapter 1, 3, and 5, but doing it throughout is helpful too. Oops, I can't read. That's fine. Every correct answer, like where it says they seem totally pumped, gets you a +5. And then it's, I think, +3, 2, 1, 0, and I think 0 says you couldn't have offended them more if you tried, which I think is really funny. No, you. Wait. Hey, you, buddy. Hello, Barnabas. Welcome, welcome. We are doing some shilling right now for our company of choice. Let's see, just to make sure I'm right. This guy gets option 1, and then we're done at Luca. We will go shill briefly at Besaid, and then we will get on with our journey. We cannot shill in Kilika at this time. They won't let us in. They said we're done with your MLM, you know, we're not doing it. Let's go back to Besaid and shill, and then we'll save. As long as she... I'll start reading this out loud for posterity. As long as she enjoys being bossed around, I guess it's okay. Too bad I didn't set our sphere recorder to record the Luca broadcast. I love that they comment on stuff that happens. This should be 31. Correct? Alright. We're doing great today, gamers. Oh, Barnabas! Thank you for the donation! I really appreciate it! That's so charitable of you. All the money is going towards a good cause, I assure you, so I really, really appreciate it. Let me go to my shill guide again. Fortunately, all the shilling we have to do is, like, in one place in Besaid, so it's not gonna take too long. I wish you could shill to, like, Walker or Lulu, but you can't. You can shill to Keepa, which is funny. It's really been interesting for me shifting gears from minimum %, which I've been doing off camera, to maximum %, which is what I'm doing now. And then I think it's just the kid inside, and he's gonna get number 3. Oh, that's right. I didn't even notice that, G. The big 600. Y'all, we have absolutely smashed my donation goal. I so appreciate everybody's generosity throughout this process. Once it gets a little warmer back here, which will only take a couple of weeks or so since I live in Southern California, it doesn't stay cold here for long, I will be getting on the bike again and training for the race, so I really, really appreciate that y'all have already helped me just completely obliterate my donation goal. Okay, we will go save. These are the 3 that I'm rotating between. Alright, where to next? Okay, alright. For those of you who were around for my first informal stream in a Discord group that I'm part of, this is the mission that killed my 100% run. I am having flashbacks. We're gonna just do our best. We have to go here. And we have to catch a Chocobo. Now, if you are too good at the game and end the minigame too soon... Oh, this guy can be shielded too, hold on. If you are too good at this minigame, you will not get 100%. This game really is that punishing. So, we are gonna try to not be good at this minigame, I guess.
I'm sorry, but you won't be able to go Chocobo riding.
I see. Sorry to bother you.
These people can also be shilled too. Let's open the shill guide again. Alright, let's start the mission. And I guess, let's just hope that I'm not good at it.
You aren't Lady Una by any chance?
I am.
I don't suppose you remember me, do you?
And that voice is probably familiar to a lot of you.
You can't be Callie?
That's right. You really do remember me.
Remember Callie? We met her 2 years ago on the Mihen Highroad.
You did.
The little girl that was so looking forward to the calm. What are you doing here?
I came to ride a Chocobo. I've wanted to ride one for as long as I can remember.
You don't see too many Chocobos these days. Everybody rides hovers.
Yeah. On top of that, I hear there's a Chocobo hunting fiend prowling around. This isn't a very good place for poor little Chocobos anymore.
Maybe they're gone for good.
Or maybe not.
Cho!
Cho?
It's a Chocobo!
Me, honestly.
It went this way!
I absolutely love the Chocobo theme in this game, which is apparently a controversial take. Everyone's like, oh, it's not the classic one. I don't care. It's jazzy and I like it.
Ooh, there it is! Stay close to me. I'll get that Chocobo.
Actually, hold on. We're gonna look into this. I'm so scared of this mission, y'all. I don't think it actually messes with your percentage. Yeah, I don't think it messes with your percentage to do this. So. That's right. I was so sad that I couldn't catch them. So if I follow Riku's advice, she's going to be wrong, but we can get a treasure chest. Woo! Chocobo feathers are great items, actually, because, they enable you to cast haste.
Ooh, there it is! Stay close to me. I'll get that chocobo. It's over there!
It did not, but I'm gonna get a treasure chest. Woo!
Ooh, there it is! Stay close to me. I'll get that chocobo.
If this mission ends up being my run under again, I swear. I did my best, everybody. I am in chapter 2, and there are 5 chapters. Hi Daisy! Thanks for stopping in. I guess you could say I am 31% into the game. For this specific minigame, I do need to do my best at not doing my best. And I believe that I'll have... What I'm gonna do in the future, I know that I did chapter 1 perfectly because we had all the percents lining up. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna leave a file in each chapter, and so if something does end up being the run ender, then I can go back off stream, correct it before the next stream, so that we don't have to start completely over, if that makes sense. Chocobo wings are even better because they let you cast haste on the entire party. So like I said, Riku will never be right, but you can get the treasure chests by listening to her, but in order to progress, you actually have to say that she's wrong all of the times. But yeah, basically, if there's a minigame coming up where you catch the Chocobo, and if you're too good at it, you'll catch the Chocobo immediately, and you won't see a cutscene that you need to see for later events. And I find it interesting that they made it possible that being too good at the game will not get you the full percent. It's not. This is the minigame.
Hell yeah. I'll watch the far end. No chocobos will get out that way.
I've got this end. And that leaves me to catch it.
So, last time I was too good at this part of the game. So, in order to try to not do my best, I'm going to do literally nothing. Good. I do, however, think that I'm going to need to succeed a few times. So there's one. Good. That was an accident. I really thought he was going to go left. Okay, good. This is the message I wanted to see. It's not going to go anywhere. But if I catch it in this stage of the game, I am going to have to reset, and we are going to have to do this again. Alright, let's see. Come on, big guy. There we go, I did it! I wasn't too good at the game!
Maybe it's just me, but this is starting to chap my hide. Come back here, bird brain! Oh, where'd it go this time? Aha! Look! Over there! Let's hurry!
Can I shill during the mission? Can! Amazing! This guy is... this one. Okay. This is good because there's going to be no encounters right now, so it's so much easier to shill. Because I don't have the no encounter item yet.
Huh? It's gone. For such scrawny legs, it sure can run.
Riku, get up there.
Oh, that way! That way! Way over there!
So, I need to see this scene specifically to get a 100%, if you can believe it. And if you are too good at the minigame, you will catch the Chocobo before you see this scene. And then you will not get one. That's right! I literally have written in my guide, in bold letters, make sure you see the scene where Riku falls on her ass. Well, we sure did. We sure did see the scene where Riku fell on her ass. Was it worth it? Probably not. But... Alright, let's wrap this up. Let's catch this Chocobo. Oh, I lied! You can get encounters! I have also been unable to really level grind because it's in between sessions like I normally do, because it's not really possible for me to go to a place that's not going to give me percent at this time to level grind. And so what I'll try to do is at least complete the percentage tasks on stream, and then in between sessions I can get a lot of levels without getting extra percent off camera.
There's got to be a better way than this.
Well, we won't get anywhere running after him. We need to think of something else.
Let's catch that thing once and for all. We got him. We got him the 100% way.
Hey,
Except...
your friend's in hot water.
Uh-oh. I just threw her on top of there. The Chocobo Eater? We have to put a stop to this.
You can't! But there isn't time!
Hey, look who it is!
We'll try and buy you some time. Lady Yuna, please hurry.
Piece of cake.
Let's go!
Unfortunately, we don't have Final Fantasy VIII syndrome where it counts menu time, and we have gotten some new garment grids, so I kind of want to use this time to take stock of where we are and see if we can have anything that's more, like, advantageous to us. Defense is good. I like this one. Defense and magic defense, huh? Kind of like this one. Gun Mage is a must. Black Mage. Although, I really should be training a White Mage. So, I think we're gonna make Yuna the attacker, Pain the Black Mage, and then everybody has access to, the Gun Mage if they need it. We're gonna start training Riku on the White Mage role. It is kind of annoying to train on the White Mage role, but you're ultimately going to be glad that you have it. It's just that you have a passive, non-damage dealing party member. Let's try to raise her defense a little bit. Make her a little beefier. And if we have anything that guards against silence, that would be cool. There we go. I said it and it came into existence. Pain's still our black mage. She's still learning. Got anything that raises my magic even more, or is this what we get? Raises magic by 10. Raises magic defense by 20. That's not what we need. Nope. Although I will do this, I think. I think I actually will. Give her a little more HP. Because she can be a little squishy. And then we're going to go here. We're going to do this. There we go. Alright, we're all healed up and ready to go. Thank you for indulging me the brief menu interlude. One of the dresspheres you will never get in the 100% run that we already have here. Oops, I need to pause so I can look at my guide. Because I have to make it in time to get 100%. Where's my shill guide? 4-1. Okay, easy peasy. Let's keep going. The window's pretty generous, but I don't want to take any chances. I want to speed through this. Glad encounters seem to be reduced. That's helpful. Oops. Let's try again. There's a reason, well, I did let chat vote on who the black mage was, but then chat voted correctly, so it was kind of a moot point. There's a reason that I want Pain to be the black mage and Riku to be the white mage. And that's because later on, when they get access to their best non-special dressphere, that dressphere can grant you the ability to use abilities from other dresspheres. Hold on, I know there's a shield target in here. And he's gonna get 5. Okay. The mascot dressphere gives you the ability to use abilities from other dresspheres, but the abilities that you can use from other dresspheres depends on the girl. And so in her mascot dressphere, Pain has access to black magic abilities that she has learned. And in her special dressphere, Riku has access to the white mage abilities that she has learned. So that will make it more useful down the line. This guy gets... two. Okay. I know this isn't really a time to be shilling, but it's just easier to do it during the mission. See, I told you all the time window was generous. We're already here.
Take it from here.
All right, Callie's up and at him at least, so at least she's not knocked out anymore. It's good.
Let's clean up.
Let's go. We are going to mental break you. Gonna cast focus. The only thing you can really do is pray, so. Nice. And we're also going to power break him. I'm slightly underleveled, but it's not too bad. And if anything, the minimum percent run has taught me some very, very clever strategies to use in a pinch. worst comes to worst, Pain actually has access to her special dressphere, so we could always just rely on that. Oh, in a worst case scenario. But look at that! I didn't even need to worry. He's gone. He is out of here.
Next.
The Black Mage is super overpowered, if you're willing to put in the AP to learn the spells.
She looks happy. Whatever works for her. Shall we?
Pain's like, I have spent all day running on this high road for this friggin' Chocobo. I do not care. I'm done. Alright. We did it, but we're not quite done in Mihin. We have one more thing to do. Got another garment grid. Nice. The minimum percent run also locks you out of a lot of garment grids, so your options are kind of limited. So that's been a fun way to play the game as well. We gotta do one more thing. First, if only catching chocobos were as easy as dispatching fiends. My legs are gonna fall off if I keep running around the high road like that. Yeah, I'll bet. I'm gonna make one more quick pit stop at Mihin. Not to shill. So we already did a lot of that. I don't know if I want to go out of my way to do much more. I might. I don't know. Maybe towards the end of the chapter. Oh no, wait, I can't even go that way anymore. That's right. Do I have to talk to Classico or Callie specifically? I can speak to both of them. That's fine. Okay. We should be good. You know, it really does. Because in some ways, right, you can consider what we're doing right now a challenge run. And in some ways it kind of is. Because, we're gonna leave this as our chapter 2 file, I think. So, we will just create a new one, and then have 3 that we're swapping between. It does have a ton of options for a challenge run, because you can consider what we're doing right now a challenge run, which is we are trying to do everything possible that the game has to offer in order to get 100%, which is very, very difficult, even though it involves doing everything. It doesn't necessarily lock you out of anything. In fact, you don't want to lock yourself out of anything in a run like this. But at the same time, there's also I'm doing the theoretical minimum percent run, which I do think is going to be under 30%, which is just absolutely nuts.
You're a good boy, aren't you? Good
I like Classico.
boy. Oh, yes, you are.
Do I have any gil for you, Owaka?
Welcome to Awaka's.
Yeah, a little bit of gil for you. And the minimum percent run, it ended up being a lot of unanticipated challenges, because in a normal run-through of the game, this game's actually not very difficult if you're playing it normally, because in a normal run of the game, you're going to have access to a lot of stuff, and you'll probably be at a sufficient level to deal with whatever comes your way. The problem is, on a minimum percent run, you lock yourself out of half of your dress spheres, you lock yourself out of a lot of garment grids, and so you lock yourself out of a lot of accessories, too. And so your options become extremely limited. And it's been really fun for me to play the game that way. That required story bosses have become legitimate roadblocks as a result. And I've never really experienced the game like that. And there are probably other challenge runs you could do as well that I haven't even thought of. We should theoretically be at 32.4, and it does say 32. So I am going to say 32.4. And now we are going to Mushroom Rock Road. It absolutely has been G. Like, it's Someday I might stream minimum percent and like do a different minimum percent run and like use all of the strategies that I've learned because it's actually really difficult gameplay wise. I thought I was done, and I thought
So you really are gonna
um
join the youth league.
totally not James Arnold Taylor. And so I thought it would be a lot easier. But the final boss then killed me on the very first attack. And so I really have to work on my strategy.
You will honor us by joining the youth league.
And I may have to do some level grinding with the dresspheres that I do have.
Long dreamed that this day would come. Sir!
Well, actually, that's not why we're here.
Don't worry, the youth league will give the Gullwings a grand welcome. Please proceed to headquarters immediately. If you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to.
Because, as an example, literally everything we have done today is not required. So there is, like, so much in this game that is not strictly required to progress the story. Theoretically, if you walk in between them, you won't have any random encounters. I don't think this always works, but we actually have to take a detour here, just like we did in Chapter 1. We have to go visit that cave down there again. I think I am going to take on the Ochus, though, just because I have a really powerful Black Mage. Sorry, y'all, we're taking a detour. And yes, they will still be here waiting when I get back, which I think is so funny. Alright, let's go in here again. Ugh, this guy. I don't like this guy.
Huh.
Is something the matter?
Oh. It's you. As you can see, this place has been sealed. The portal is supposed to react to a certain kind of sphere. Just this one isn't enough.
That's the end of that, then.
No, it's not, Uni.
Oh, I know. Why don't you let the Gullwings take on this mission?
You'll find the other spheres?
On my honor as a sphere hunter. Of course, we won't do it for free.
Her little smirk. I love that.
Well,
I love Yuna
I'll
so
leave it in
much.
your hands. Here, hold on to this sphere.
Thanks.
Perhaps this is fate.
I don't think so.
Oh, what's all that about?
Whoa. You know him?
Why should you care?
Come on, there was something between you two, right?
Riku, that's a lesbian.
I'll say this once, okay? I consider you friends and I trust you. I even respect you, alright? I would think that'd be enough.
Well, yeah, but don't you ever want to know more about your friends?
Not really.
Well, I do.
I think the camera angle in this scene is chaotic, and I love it.
What for? Who cares what happened in the past?
There was something. Come on, Pain, you can tell us. What happened?
You disappoint me, Yuna. I thought you were above all that.
Well, not anymore. I like asking questions.
You'll lose friends.
You think so? Never mind then.
Oh, and I was looking forward to hearing the good stuff. Confessions of a shady past.
You're a pain. -4 respect points, Riku.
Uh-oh, how many points left?
47.
That's not a whole lot, is it?
Why don't you figure out how to get in here instead of inside my head?
Maybe we need spheres like that one to open it.
It might open if we find them all. That's 46.
The scene is so funny, and I'm glad that it's required for 100%. So he did give us one of the spheres that we need to open it. These. And I believe only 3 of them are required, so you really do have to go out of your way to make sure that you get all of these spheres. And you can lock yourself out of one of them, because you remember we came here in Chapter 1 to get another one of them. So now if we do this, 2 of them will light up. But we've got a ways to go. We gotta find all of them to break the seal. Oops. Alright. Back to what's important. So I checked that off my list, but we still have another thing to do here in Mushroom Rock. Oh my god, this camera angle is literally so bad. Okay. How do I... There we go. I do love this game, but it was pre you can freely move the camera days. And so a lot of times you'll get jammed in a corner like that. Come on, Pain. Just use your Blizzaga on them, it's fine.
Ice, ice, baby.
There we go. Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
Oops. Wait. I get lost down here. There we go. Hold on, there was a chest right there that I almost didn't see because the lighting down here is so bad. What if I run directly into it, though?
You're mine!
No more moping.
Over already?
I'll walk with them the rest of the way to avoid the rest of the encounters. Need to get a posture check redemption. I was leaning forward pretty badly. Although I don't think I can do redemptions unless I'm an affiliate, I think, but...
Ashes to ashes.
Look at that! We're doing great level-wise. I did want to change what ability the girls were learning. I wanted to check on that. But delay attack, great. Yeah, I can't really think of anything more useful for Una to be doing right now, except maybe learning songstress, but then nobody's really an attacker. And we're kind of at the point in the game where we really need an attacker. Kira, I actually think I want this one first, in case I get any status effects. Then I'm just becoming faster at my spells. And I don't think I have any garment grids that let me just cast black magic. Do I want Pain to be doing anything else? Nah, I think we're okay. We're still missing a lot of the really good dresspheres, including the one that I modeled myself off of tonight. Although based on how long things are taking, I don't actually know if we'll get to Dark Knight tonight. If we don't get to Dark Knight, which we probably won't because that mission is really, really long, then I'm still glad that I did the Dark Knight look. And I still know what I'm going to do next time. We'll probably, if I had to guess, we will probably infiltrate the base and, like, get our stuff back. And then we'll be at the point in the game where you start the mission that gives you the Dark Knight by the time we're done today. So then, next week, we would finish up Chapter 2 and then begin Chapter 3. Just did this chapter in like 3 seconds on the minimum percent run, but on 100% Chapter 2 could take a while. Because all you have to do for the minimum percent run is just go to where the uniforms are, infiltrate the base, do the final Chapter 2 mission, and then you're done.
Lady Una!
Hold on, Elma, I want to get a treasure. Mithril Bangle, now that's helpful. I'm gonna stick that on Pain. Max HP by 60%. That is great for a Black Mage, because the Black Mage dressphere does not have a whole lot of HP. Don't worry, we don't have to listen to Machin this time.
Once the Gullwings join the Youth League, you'll be in charge of your own division?
Let me guess. Yibel?
Everyone's talking.
This story just keeps getting better and better.
We just helped out the one time, really.
I knew it. I thought it sounded a bit strange. I mean, you seem like the kind of person that decides things on their own and then just does whatever they plan to do. I can't picture you joining an organization or an army or anything like that.
Kind of right.
Come across that way?
Hello? Just as I thought. I've reprimanded Yibel for spreading such ridiculous rumors. It's highly unprofessional.
Yeah, but think how great it'd be if it were true.
Still making the pitch?
No, absolutely not. I know that words alone are not enough to sway Lady Una's heart.
Really like Lucille.
The heart is not moved from without, but rather when the time is right, it moves of its own accord, from within. Finding the place where one belongs is by nature a personal journey.
Isn't Commander Lucille amazing? Such wisdom!
That's what I just said.
I learned it all from my troops. Excuse us, we have a strategy session to attend. Farewell.
Come and see us again, okay?
Alright, I needed to speak to them. So we should be done here. And then we have to go into the airship and we have to watch the sphere that we just got.
I know everything.
No, we saw this. Just to make sure that I watched the others. Yep. Because it'll say the date and details are unknown if you haven't watched it. Yep, there we go.
Guys, where are you?
Actually, I'm going to play that sphere again, because if this is the one that I think it is. If those of y'all that are familiar with the first game, remember, Operation Mihin was like a giant event in the first game. And if you look carefully at what is being recorded, I know it's a little dark.
Guys, where are you?
But you can see Yuna performing the sending. Which is really cool, because that is something that happens at that point in first game. And that was just a really cool way to tie that there. So we should now be at 33.4. We got 1 whole % for doing all of that. And so the next place we need to visit is the Moonflow. We need to go visit our little pal Tobli. Missing the point, Riku. I think so too, Pain. We are skipping Djose for now and heading straight to the Moonflow. Let's do some shilling while we're here. I also have a separate guide because this is a mission in which we can make a little bit of money, which we need to pay off Awaka's debt. That's at least 4 different guides that I have open for the record.
But the tickets aren't selling. We'll end up with an empty house. That's like a full house with none of the people. What do you say? Will you help me sell tickets, that is? I'll cut the base price in half. Just sell, sell, sell for big, big profits.
Come on, Uni. Let's give it a shot.
With the Gullwings in charge, we'll sell out for sure. Imagine the crowds.
So, we get to keep whatever profits we make. And so, if you sell to the right people... Well, one, I have to sell all 10 of the tickets to get the full %. But, if you sell to the right people, you will make a lot of money. And I want to make as much money as I can. So since we helped out Tobli before, he cut the base price in half. Normally tickets sell for 1,000, but they'll sell for 500. So this means that we can get a lot more profit. What area are we in? We are in South Bank. We want her. But see, here's the thing. We can tell people that the tickets are worth different amounts. And so whatever profit we make, we keep. But if we pitch the wrong price, or if we pitch, I should say, anything higher than the correct price, then they won't pay, and then the ticket doesn't sell. So, and you only get one shot at it. This game is really brutal about stuff like that. So now we've sold 1 and our profit's 1,000, etc., etc. We're on the South Wharf. Nobody else here, but if we go all the way down to the end of the South Bank Road, the levels will be good for us anyway. There's a person there that will buy our ticket.
Confident, huh?
Yeah, we're doing great. The enemies are not... I thought about doing a White Mage-inspired look today, I will say, because I did know that I planned on having Riku be the White Mage, so that she could start learning those White Mage abilities. And so I almost did the White Mage. But I thought, Dark Knight's just more fun to do a makeup look based on. So even if we don't end up getting it today, it'll work out okay. This woman. I think she also is 1,500? Yes, she is. You cannot shill at this time because the game uses the same shill button is the ticket selling button. So I guess I should have shilled and then started the mission, but oh well. I can come back when I'm done. Alright, let's rip some people off. I mean, make some profit.
Well, well. That wasn't much fun.
Alright. Who else can we sell to? Nobody else here. Because some people will only buy the tickets if you sell them at 200, and in that case you're selling them at a loss, so it's not even worth it. This woman. This guy. And... oh yeah, this guy's like a super fan. And then anybody else over here? I don't think so. We gotta ride the shoe puff.
Ride the shoe puff.
I do want to ride the shoe puff.
All aboard.
Hey, Greenie. Yeah, we're having a great time. We're trying to scam people. I mean, make a profit right now. That's why I keep going back to my guides so I can make maximum profit. This girl, I believe, also I can sell for maximum. And then... shockingly, this child will also take it for the maximum. This one will also take it for the maximum. This guy will take it 1,500. And then one more ticket to sell, who will also take it for the maximum. All right, we made a 12,500 gil profit that we get to keep.
You better believe it.
Every last one.
Splendid, simply splendid. Did you hear that, everybody? Oh yes, before I forget. I've got to pay you your profits. Lastly, a little bonus for selling all the tickets.
Those are great.
I guess it's worth trying anything.
Yep. It was an absolutely amicable arrangement. Everybody's happy.
Oh, we're really looking forward to the show.
All right, let's take a look at that accessory we just got. I think it's gonna be good for... oh, we already had one. Well, now she can have another one. And then that garment grid that we just got was... which one was that? The Seething Cauldron garment grid that we just got. Let's see what that's all about. First, it's off the list. See what it's all about. Not bad. I might use this for Pain and Riku. My healing and my spells are about to be really powerful. There we go. I was thinking about Sonic Unleashed when I said that. Here we... Oh! Any more shilling I can do, or do I have to cross the Moonflow? I do have to cross the Moonflow.
Ride the shoe puff.
Yes.
All aboard!
Who is Yuna waving at from the shoe puff? Like, who does she see? I'm just running to Guadosalam just so I can chill along the way. It's a little bit easier.
Smoking's bad for you.
It's an unreasonably high encounter rate for the frickin' Moonflow. Oh! Wait, I can learn Absorb from these guys, so if this doesn't kill them, then it might be worth.
Use one of your abilities. I dare you, because I'll use it right back.
I love the Gunmage dressphere. I'm gonna rearrange my garment grid, though, so that I'm only one away, because Pain's gonna be a thief, not a Gunmage. I like the Pain Thief outfit, too, though.
Items aren't the only thing I can steal.
So what I want, I'm gonna do nothing, because what I want is for him to hit me with the, I want him to hit me with the ability so that I can learn it. Jeez, he's really picking on Yuna. The other thing you can do with the Gunmage dressphere is this. You can scan enemies. That's how you can learn about them. You can learn what resistances they're immune to. All that fun stuff. Alright. There, Riku learned it. Now Riku can go back to the way she was.
grand white magic goodness.
Oh, just use absorb. I know you wanna. There's 2. I also have the sphere change sequences on shortened, which doesn't mean that they don't happen. So the way this game works is that any combination of dress spheres is unique, and so it'll always show the sequence between them the first time that you do it. But I have it on shortened mode, which basically means that if it's a combination that I have done before, then it will only show the back half of it. So it'll only show like what I transform into. So it doesn't make them last nearly as long, although the transformation sequences are very fun. If you're in battles where you plan on doing it multiple times, it can start to drag a little bit, even for me, and I'm like a super fan of this game. There we go. Although, I can't remember if I showed on stream how special dresses work, but Payne's the only one who has hers at this time, so I'm gonna show y'all how it works. So if your garment grid is full, and you switch to every sphere on that grid within the same battle, and you have that character's special dress sphere, you can then, that's Yuna, you can then use R1 to activate the special dress sphere, which essentially makes you an army of 1. This does, however, make special dress spheres kind of a pain to level up, although they have some really good abilities. So we got Absorb. So that means that if we are in the Gunmaid's dress sphere, we can now use Absorb. So there are some really, really cool enemy skills that you can learn. Gunmage is also a dress sphere that you do not get in the minimal percent run, so I can't just spam enemy skills. Now, there's only one thing we actually have to do here, so I'm going to do that first. And that is, since Guadosalam is our hotspot, we have to approach Guadosalam before we've gathered all of the uniforms to get a little bit extra percentage.
Oh, look! The doll wings! You're not getting in here, see?
But Leblanc broke into our airship.
Anything goes for the great Leblanc!
That's it. That was all we actually needed to do for percent, but this is a very good and easy opportunity for us to pay off Owaka's debt, which we are going to do, although it might take a couple of resets. So I'm going to save. Oh, hold on. No, I'm going to shill and then I'm going to save. That's right, I can't shill in Guadosalam in Chapter 2 because of this activity. So, I won't shill. I'll just save. So, we can buy some data from this guy. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm not even going to be able to do this if I don't have 10,000 gil. Okay, I do. Great. So we can buy data from this guy for 10,000 gil, and then we can sell it to somebody in Guadosalam. And the maximum profit we can make from this is 90,000 gil. We can then use that money to immediately pay off Awaka's debt. So that's what we're going to do. Now let's see if we can get the best possible option. This isn't the best possible outcome, but let me see how much gil this gets me. Because if it's still good, I will take it. Oh, this is actually the least optimal option. This is the least profit. Okay, we're gonna reset. We might have to reset a couple of times, but it'll be worth it because we'll get a decent amount of money. There's another point in the run where we might have to reset a couple of times, but that will be next week because there is no way we're getting to that tonight. It will be right at the beginning of Chapter 3, where you might have to reset a couple of times for things to go your way for the 100% run. Damn it! I think that was just bad luck. I want to get a little more than the minimum. That'd be nice. I don't think it locks you into it as soon as you enter the area. Like, I think it should reset when you reload. I think we just got unlucky twice. That's right. Okay. Let's see how much that gets us. It gets us a 60,000 gil profit, which is about what we need to pay off Owaka. So I'm actually okay with this because once you pay off Owaka, you can once you pay off Owaka, you can actually make money really fast. I'll show that off. I tried to show that off last time, but I forgot that you had to pay him to do that. There's so few women in these games that you can literally just say, it is a woman, and you'll get it. Alright. Got that sweet, sweet 60,000 gil profit, so now let's go back to the airship and pay off Owaka. Sometimes I just gotta jam to the airship music. Alright, Owaka, let's buy up all your stuff. Now we're gonna run into the problem where we have at the max capacity of everything Owaka sells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell some of my items over to Barkeep so that I can buy more from Owaka.
Welcome to Owaka's.
Right.
Now I can finally go back to the shop. So long. Thanks for everything. Not exactly a proper thanks now, is it? I think I'll keep doing business here for a bit. At a tremendous discount, of course.
And he means it because...
Welcome to Owaka's.
Look at that. Look at how cheap these items are. So, the easiest thing you can do is you can buy up 99 potions and then sell them to Barkeep for a profit.
What can I do for you?
Which I will do for a few cycles.
Thank you.
Then we buy more from Owaka, make a huge profit. It's a more than 200% profit, so it's worth doing for a little bit.
What can I do for you?
Well, no, it's not a 200% profit, but it is a more than 100% profit. I know how to do math.
You don't happen to know where a bloke can make some guild, do you? What can I do for you?
High potions might actually get me profit faster. Let me see.
Welcome to Owaka's.
You only have a limited time where you can do this because at the beginning of Chapter 3, Owaka will leave us. But it is worth it for a little bit of extra money.
What can I do for you?
Later in the game, if I want one of the best garment grids, I'm gonna need 2 million gil, so let's just start working on it now. See, look how quickly my money stock is growing.
Welcome.
I'll only do this a few more times. I don't want the rest of the stream to just be this, but it's too good of an opportunity to resist.
What can I do for you? Thank you. Welcome to Owaka's.
That's good for now. If we don't finish Chapter 2 today, which we probably won't, I might do a lot of that off screen. Although once you finish that mission, you can't come back to the airship. Oh well. I know a really good way to make money later, too. That I can also do off screen. What does he think we are? Some kind of volunteer organization? I wonder what this show really is. I do too, Riku. Alright, we gotta go to the Thunder Plains real quick for a little baby amount of percentage. And if we've done everything correctly after we do this, we will have... Oh, I forgot. I forgot. You do not have to do this for 100% completion, but you do get some really cool items later on if you do. But can you also do this in Chapter 3? I think you can, because if you can, I'm not going to bother doing it right now. That's another thing that I'll do off-screen to get the really cool items. But I will show you how one of them works. So, based on the tower, you have either Yuna, Riku, or Pain, and based on who you have a different minigame to calibrate it. And you get to hear this really... It is not lightning dodging, actually. You get to hear this really jazzy theme, too. Later on, depending on how good you were at calibrating the towers and how many hits you managed to get, because you are only allowed 3 misses before it ends, otherwise the max you can get is 30. Depending on how good you do at it, later on in the chapter, you can get some really, really, really good items. I was really concentrating there. I believe you can also do this in Chapter 3 as well. And Chapter 3 is a pretty big chapter where I can do a lot of stuff off screen. We're in the Thunder Plains, so I feel like... Look at that! I'm just learning all these abilities. Let me see. I do want her to learn life first. The only thing we actually need to do here for percent, remember how we told Sid off in Chapter 1? We have to talk to him here.
Uncle Sid, what are you doing out here?
What? You blind? Can't you see I'm trying to sulk?
Come on, Uni, let's go.
But...
leave him.
I wonder what's wrong.
It's Zanarkand. He's all bent out of shape because you told him off.
That's mature.
That's all we actually have to do for percent here. Still can't catch the Chocobo. I really will make a supercut of me just being like, I can't catch the Chocobo.
Sorry we had to win.
I'm not.
I got this.
Hey, I want to fight too.
The rate stream is going, we may not even finish Chapter 2 tonight, but that's fine. I'm having a great time with y'all. I sometimes forget how long things take.
You could use a bath.
And if we don't finish, this just means I get to play the game more, because then that means I can grind off screen, because we've already gotten the percentage in a lot of places on the map. So I don't have to worry about getting any extra percentage by doing grinding. Oh my god, we should. Final Fantasy X Sid, I'm not really sure where he'd rank, because, like, he's a good guy at the end of the day, but he can be really, like ridiculously stubborn. And there's Final Fantasy IX Sid, who is literally just a frog. There's Final Fantasy 15 Sid, who's a mechanic. There's Final Fantasy 7 Sid that smokes all the time, and is also a mechanic. Alright, we should be at 34 exactly. Okay. Let me just cast water once, and then we can go check. Still love that Yuna has Titus's sword and, like, Titus's victory pose. I just think that's so cute. Alright, let's go check our percentage counter. We should have 34. And if not, we've messed up. Hey, look at us go! Alright. $34.0. Where to next? We have to go to Macalania. Leave, we have to speak to this Hypello to start the mission.
Hello, Goldwings. Good to see you.
Oh, it's Tobli's assistant.
Would you mind doing us a favor?
What kind of favor?
Chief throwing a festival, singing and dancing in celebration. We're seeking musicians for a troupe, yes. Where could they be?
So, you want us to help you find them?
We is counting on you, Goldwings. Thank you.
Sorry.
Give them this letter, yes?
We're gonna do some very minor shilling, and then I will help you find musicians, I promise. Djose is a location where shilling is possible, but we skipped it for now. So I hope I don't forget to do it when we get there. Okay, let's go find the musicians. I wonder where they could be, she says, knowing where they are. I've always really liked the lighting in Macalania, and this is true of the first game too. I've always really liked this location. Another silver brazier, nice. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but it's a little chilly, although not nearly as cold as the rest of the country. Like, please take care of yourselves. But it's a little chilly where I am, especially in my house. And I'm wearing socks, and my feet are still really cold. And I don't know if that's like a symptom of poor circulation or what, but like my feet are freezing right now.
What business do you have with me?
We have a letter from someone named Tobli.
Do you think you can help him out?
I must speak with my friends. It is not my right to decide for them. A moment, please. How strange. I cannot hear their voices. Their minds must be closed.
What do you mean?
The spirits of my friends often become butterflies and drift through the woods. If it is no trouble, why don't you seek them out and ask them yourself?
Alright, let's go find them. Go back the way we came. Got a good feeling about that.
You could use a bath.
Ooh, now Pain's gonna be casting spells real quick.
Child's play.
Even though she's maxed out the dressphere, I kind of want to keep her in it. Let me see. Because that would just be a physical build, which I could do. I think I'm going to have her go on hold until we get Alchemist. So she can just stay here. When she gets Alchemist. Oh, hi, Vodka! Thanks for stopping by!
Huh? What can I do for you?
Well?
I can help ye. If it's music that you're after, just leave it to me and the lads.
Found one of them. Let's go look for the other guy. Not here, by the way.
Oh dear, oh my, you startled me. Whatever could the problem be?
I have a favor to ask.
No, I do not mind at all. We'll play our songs and have a ball.
My friends do not seem to object. We will help your Tobli.
Yay, we got musicians for the show.
A great event.
We'll get them all a real gas, you'll see, eh?
Yes, it will be a brilliant finale for our doomed kind.
Doomed? If only all the faith had stayed, the woods would never ever fade.
But it looks like we'll be meeting our end someday soon.
So, as a consequence of us getting rid of all of faith and defeating sin for good, places like Macalania, can't really sustain themselves anymore. I think my upstairs neighbor's having a game night or something. I can hear him yelling through my headphones. The reason you don't want to return immediately to the Celsius is not because you won't get 100% if you do, and in fact, I'm going to update my percent counter. It's just because it's a lot easier for you to return to the High Pellow who gave you the mission, and he'll give you some rewards. So. Interesting. There's just no background music right now. I thought the sound was busted, but I can definitely still hear that, so I think there's just no music right now.
Thank you for finding the trooper. Here is a present for you.
I got a garment grid. All right. I believe we're going to go to the Calm Lands next. Yes, we will. I'm glad we found the musicians, but what's this Doom business about? It's their fate. That means it's their choice. It's very in character, Pain. Well, the Calmlands is now a hotspot. Shockingly, literally nothing happens if you go to Bavel right now because they're really mad at you. It's one of the few times that I can think of where you actually get literally 0% for going somewhere in a chapter. So we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go to Bikanel either. We're skipping it for now, so we're gonna go right to the Calmlands.
This is it. Something tells me this is where I'll find my calling.
Do you know what's gonna be able to happen after this mission? It's something that's gonna make me really happy. Look at him run! Forgot about the classical run.
Now what am I supposed to do? I was sure this would be the perfect spot, but
he was zooming.
I get the feeling he wants something.
If only there weren't any fiends here. I'm so close, so close.
All right, let's take out some fiends. Here is one of the few locations that is new to 10-2. Now this mission can be a little bit tricky for me, because the way that it works is that you need to defeat the real fiends, and all of the fake fiends are going to be facing, or all the real fiends are going to be facing the fake one. Other way around, all the fake fiends are going to be facing the real one. So theoretically it should be this. Yep. But this can be tricky because it can be really difficult to tell what direction some enemies are facing.
Thank you.
Come again.
So that was one. See, like, how do I know what direction this is facing? He's facing the wall. Don't know where you're facing. You're also facing the wall, so it might be you. Nope. Means it's upstairs, probably. Facing, facing, facing. This one. There we go. Oh, these guys can be a pain because they have, like, giant defense ups. Also, I forgot to menu heal on this one. Riku, please heal us of our poison. Riku is not gonna heal us of our poison. So, Blaster is also a move that we can learn, so I'm gonna make everybody a gun mage. Ooh, what kind of sandwich, Fruitoon? God, now I'm hungry. Oh, well, Riku's dead. Again. The good news is, even if the ability kills the person who it's used on, they will still learn the ability, so that's very nice. So see, Yuna died, but she still learned the blue bullet. That's kind of the ideal outcome. Ooh, I haven't had roast beef in ages.
These aren't your everyday bang bang kind of bullets.
There we go. See if it works on him. Oh no. I once had brisket that I accidentally freezer burned. To this day, I'm really sad about it.
Boo-boos be gone.
Okay. Now that everybody's learned Blaster, now let's actually do this fight. Now I can use life, which I just got. Get Yuna back in the fight. Go heal up at the save sphere, and then look for the other fiends. I'm gonna save too, just in case I get really unlucky and we all die. Alright, let's take a look. He's facing diagonal, which means it's up top. Okay. They're all is it this one? Nope. It's gotta be one on the left side. Easy enough. 2 more to go. See, I don't know which direction the elementals are facing. Upstairs, maybe? Let's look. No, downstairs. This way?
Dr. P is in the house.
Stop that.
Focus once and then we're gonna end it in one turn, probably. Almost.
Chin up, eyes forward.
Oops. I forgot you can oversoul halfway through the fight if you have multiple of the same enemy type. Alright, one more. This way. This way. Hmm. Hmm. This one? Nope. No, I know that. I understand. I just couldn't tell. Maybe it's this guy. Oh. And it's gotta be this one.
Hi there.
Cheer up.
the bubble.
Yeah, I can hear them again.
Eyes forward.
What goes around comes around. Smoking's bad for you. See ya.
There we go. Nice. Good news is, since I have a fully powered black mage, this encounter is going to be easy. Let me heal up first. I love that board airship is still open, so you could literally just ditch Glasgow in here if you wanted. Oops. Come on, Pain. Come on, Pain. End the fight. End the fight. Hell yeah! Pain %.
Oh, thank you so much. At last, my dream can come true.
What dream?
I'm going to start a Chocobo ranch.
Hell yeah.
No one will bother me here. I can finally raise Chocobos in peace.
Good luck.
Oh no!
So now that I can catch Chocobos... Now that I can catch Chocobos, what are the odds that I don't encounter any? And that means Pain gets all the experience. Hell yeah. She deserves it. Ooh, I got a new dressphere. That's right. Okay, I got the Alchemist dressphere, and I got a really good garment grid. Let me mark that off. I also got the Alchemist dressphere, which is a lot like Riku's role in the first game, and it's really, really good. From now on, you'll be able to capture Chocobos during battle. Talk to Glasgow for more details, except... Okay, no. It doesn't warp you to the airship. Let's go inside and talk to Glasgow for more details. So I've got some Gizzle Greens. Progress achieved. That's right. I can finally catch some chocobos. I have been very upset about that this entire run. And now I don't have to be. Roasted. There's one other thing we have to do with the Calm Lands, actually. So I'm not going to add the percentage yet until I make sure we've done all the tasks, because we gotta talk to them. Gotta talk to these little baby boys.
Summoner Yuna. I am Lian Ranso. We have not met.
Nice to meet you, Lian. And this is?
Ayde Ranso.
Hello, Ayde.
We are happy to meet you. Lian and Ayde hear many stories of Lady Yuna. Elder Kimari tells of your journey together. But please, do not speak to Elder of meeting Lian and Ayde today.
Why not?
Oh! You must be the two kids who left Mount Gagazet, right? Kimari's really worried.
Should we take them back?
Yeah.
Too late!
What?
They can really move.
You know, while I'm here, I think I'm gonna go to the closest game and I'm gonna check on my publicity level. Make sure I'm doing okay. I.e. that I've been shilling enough. The encounter rate here is like really, really, really low. No, I'm with open air. Level 3 already. Alright, we're doing great. I might try for a few battles in the Thunder Plains. Will I? Because I do technically have to catch Chocobo before the end, but I have until the end of Chapter 3 to do it, and odds are I probably will just encounter one along the way. So I will just go ahead and add the percent. But I'm gonna catch Chocobo. I will. Because if now I stop running into them, I'm gonna be really upset. You should have 36.2. So now we want to go to Mount Gagazet? Question mark? No, we don't want to go to Mount Gagazet. We want to go to Zanarkand. Oh god, we do want to go to Zanarkand. Okay, let's get this over with, gamers. Chocobos unfortunately cannot appear in Zanarkand, so we will not encounter any of them on the way.
Looks like business is booming.
Oh, what's Pop thinking?
We have to do a mission I really do not like. But we have to do it. So, join me, gamers. I did commit myself to the bit, and you have all been so generous with your support. And so, as penance / reward, I guess, for your support, I will in fact be doing the worst mission in the game. Oh, I wanted to put pain in the alchemist dressphere, didn't I? But then I have two healer. Well, no, I don't, because the black mage can or the alchemist can also just like shoot you. Never mind. Wait, do I want to use the new one? Because it gives me first strike. That's right. And if I set my spheres carefully, so like if I do alchemist here, and black mage here, and I swap between those and I pass through the yellow pathway, I gain the ability to use haste part way through the fight, which is really cool. Let's give this one to Pain, and let's make her an alchemist. With the ability to just... One of the things I love, love, love about this game is that I can literally just change into the black mage whenever I want to. So if there's an enemy that I know has a weakness to magic, I can just change like that, cast the spell, and then go right back. I want to learn the ability Mega Potion, because later down the line that is going to be so, so helpful. So, let's start now. Alright, gamers. Whew. This mission might actually break me.
Well, hello.
How's work?
It's a never-ending struggle. As you can see, the monkeys are multiplying. They were harassing the tourists. We had to close down.
So, Pop got told off by Uni and outsmarted by monkeys. That's gotta hurt.
Oh. Well, I must be going.
Now you behave yourselves.
Hey, if there were more of these little guys, you think the place would empty out?
It just might.
Don't know why we had that camera angle for so long, but okay. So I technically can do this mission in Chapter 3, but I don't want to postpone the inevitable. I'll just go ahead and... Oh my god, got tangled up in there. It's a little skull necklace that goes with the... So we're not going to be getting Dark Knight today, but the skull necklace really does go with the Dark Knight theme. So gamers, we have to pair up monkeys in this mission. And there are 12 pairs of them. And even if you know exactly where to go at any given time, this mission takes ages. At least I have y'all to keep me company. My spirit is broken. It kind of is, but I don't mind every mission taking ages. I just mind this one. So we have to look for the one with the little hearts above his eyes. And we have to find the one that matches based off of their names. Isn't that sweet? She says, not at all enthused. This one's Birch. And so... this one's Sequoia. Do you get it? This one is called Spring. Gosh, I wonder what Spring's soulmate will be called. Oh, Autumn? Oh, that's so cute. Now, I'm using a guide, okay? And I know exactly where I'm going, but this is still going to take a while because there are 12 pairs. You know, I would. If they're all in the same place, they can just find each other. Why do I have to, like, carry them and put them next to each other? The idea, of course, is that we want there to be so many monkeys that this place cannot possibly be a viable tourist trap anymore, and that the sanctity of this place is preserved. And we're preserving the sanctity of this place by matchmaking monkeys. It's a very confusing, like, it's very confusing thematically. My physical guide, my long-lost Brady Games guide, actually had a map of where every single monkey was. Wonder what Terran's soulmate is gonna be called. Can I just, like, not see? Nope, there's a second one. Is it in here or is it in the next one? Do I not know how to read? It's in the next one. Okay. With this one, we will be halfway done. Matchmaking these monkeys. Should have adjusted one of my counters on stream to say, like, monkeys matched or something. This is probably a quirk of the reused asset, but I find this very interesting right here, because those of you that are familiar with the first game probably know that this was the original faith of the final summoning, but it didn't have any power anymore because so many people had used it. It was so long gone. And that was why the final summoning didn't work that way. It's interesting that I find that statue still glowing, considering that as a result of Yuna's calm, the faith just, like, don't exist anymore. It probably is a result of the reused asset, but I find that interesting to think about. There he is. Okay, that's 8. Starting to run out of monkeys. Not that one. Every time you hear that sound, you get a little bit of your gills stolen too, which sucks. This is such a silly mission, and part of me wants to embrace the silliness, you know, and I kind of do, because a lot of times in this game I do embrace the silliness. But this one in particular, it's like silly but in a tedious way. Like, even when you know exactly what you're doing, this is still gonna take like 15 minutes. I do like how Yuna carries the monkeys. That's 10. I do think before we go to Djose, I probably will run around the Thunder Plains a little bit. I actually should have a lure bracer now, so it'll be a lot faster. I'll run around the Thunder Plains for a little bit, try to capture a Chocobo just so I don't forget to do it. Because after this mission, we will be done with the optional stuff in this chapter. Where is... Am I in the wrong place? I might be. No? Should be here. Sometimes the monkeys can be hard to see because they're so tiny. Here? There we go. The last one should also be in this area. There's only going to be one more available monkey. Everybody else is paired off. We did it. We did it, gamers. $36.6% that we now have because we did this. So now I'm gonna go to the Thunder Plains and catch Chocobo real quick, just so I don't forget to. And then we'll go grab our uniforms. And then I think we'll open stream next week by crashing Leblanc's house with our uniforms. Actually, though, no. We're only gonna get 2 of the uniforms. 2 of them are quick. The third one, there's a whole extra scene that you have to see to get 100%. And I'm getting a little hungry, personally. Well, let's catch a Chocobo. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna save both of the best parts for next stream. I'll just have them right at the top of the stream, right next to each other. It's just gonna be the best part of the game on stream. Should have a lure bracer. I don't, but that's fine. I'll just run around here for a minute. See if we can get a Chocobo in a random encounter. Nope. Alright, if we don't find a Chocobo by 8, I'm gonna call it there, and I will locate one / do some level grinding off screen. And we'll open stream next week by doing all of the required missions of Chapter 2, and hopefully making it to Chapter 3. Because I have a fun look that's only going to make sense if we make it to Chapter 3. I have a fun look in mind. Oh, hi, Alpha. That's alright. If it helps, I'm not doing literally anything spoilery right now. I'm looking for a Chocobo to catch. Welcome in. In fact, all the spoilery story stuff is gonna have to be saved for next stream, because doing all the optional stuff took a lot longer than I thought.
I'm in a generous mood. Get ready for lots of presents with your name on them.
And 10 is a good one, and I will say that this game does sort of inherently spoil a lot of things in 10, so it's probably good to play and / be familiar with 10 first. Aw, thanks, Greenie. Well, like I said, fortunately we haven't really... You know what? I'll keep that in mind for future streams. We haven't really done anything too... story... too... No real 10-2 spoilers have happened, because I've done a bunch of optional stuff. But that will be good for me to... I wonder if it's like a text thing that I can put on my overlay, maybe? That's like, hey, we're doing story spoilers right now, and then I can turn it off when we're not doing story spoilers. That might be a good idea for me to implement for next stream. Just a simple little text overlay, and it'll say, like, story time, or it'll say optional time. And then that could be really nice. Hey, isn't it funny how exactly what I said would happen happened, and now that I'm actually trying to, catch a Chocobo, they're not here. There's not a whole lot I can do to prevent 10 spoilers, but that's kind of inherent given that this game is a direct sequel, but I do think that's something I could implement for like 10-2 specific spoilers, and then people would know the moment they popped in whether or not they needed to leave to avoid spoilers. Alright, Chocobo, show yourself. I have Gizzle Greens for you. I know Chocobos can spawn here because we saw one literally earlier today in this exact place. Just need to catch one. That's all I need. I just need one. Oh my gosh! My very first raid! Hello, everybody! Hi, T-Mac and Dan Bop, and thank you so much, Frosty! We're actually just about to wrap up for today, but if y'all don't know me, I'm Sylleblossom. I love Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, and today and for the next few weeks, we are going to be playing Final Fantasy X-2 100% for charity. And so the charity I am supporting is, it's called Pedal the Cause, and it raises money for cancer research, and I will also, as part of the event, be participating in a bike ride later this month. And so if you type in !charity at any given point, it will give you the link to donate, and if you donate, it will update on this little yellow bar over here. We have already smashed the donation goal, but if you are able to, then I would appreciate anything you're able to give. If not, don't worry about it. We are just vibing here and trying to get 100% on this notoriously difficult to 100% game together. Thank you all so much for coming in. I'm also dressed and have the makeup that I do because in every single stream I have used the opportunity to take a look inspired by... Don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run. I'm so nervous right now. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Please. Oh, thank God. I was so scared.
That's it?
Alright, we caught the Chocobo. We're good. Okay. I will say that we are going to do a small amount of a story mission right now. I was just saying a few minutes ago, that I was going to implement for the next stream that I would have a text bar that said story time or optional time so that people coming in to visit would know if they were going to be spoiled or not. So we are doing a very slight story mission right now. I wouldn't say it's too bad in terms of spoilers, but just in case y'all are wanting to avoid spoilers for 10-2. We are going to shill a little bit while we're here, though. No, I don't blame anybody. This is a fantastic game. I don't blame anybody for wanting to avoid spoilers. Okay, shill. Gonna do some more shilling. This guy gets this. This woman gets... Sylleblossom. That's right. I am being Shillblossom right now, unfortunately. I do hate it, but I must shill to get 100%. You did all miss the monkey matchmaking mission that took me like 15 whole minutes for some reason. Which is also one of the things that you have to do to get 100% in this game. I also purposely was not too good at a minigame earlier, because if you're too good at it, you will not get all of the percent. Ask me how I know. Well, I'll answer in a second if you are actually asking. I'm looking at my shill guide right now. Make sure I got it all. I am not psychic. I do not just psychically know what the correct answer for everybody is. Alas, I am looking at a guide. Okay, shilling done. Shill a sweep. Y'all are funny. Hopefully I never actually become Shillblossom.
That's weird. Where did we drop that thing?
We gotta find that sphere, or the boss will be furious. We might even get the heal.
Stop complaining and help me look.
Why did she, like, backflip in the middle of that conversation?
Hey, let's find it first. Someone's turning Yuna into a bad girl.
Who?
I love Riku's little... I absolutely love this music too. The Raiders gave me energy. I believe we will end up getting 2 of the uniforms before I decide to call it and leave the more infamous missions to be the beginning of next week's stream.
I got this.
Hey, I want to fight too.
So I actually want to do something real quick. Well, one, I want to heal Riku from poison, but... I actually want to put Riku in thief mode. Because... Oh hey, we got Yuna's special dress sphere. That.
So that's where it was. Sorry for the trouble. I appreciate you finding it for us, though. What? You're not giving it back? The nerve!
I absolutely love that zoom in. That voice crack is also amazing!
Then we take it back. And on that note, take it back.
I absolutely love this track. This track is so good.
You guys deserve a medal.
He does kind of look like that, doesn't he?
Heartache is such sweet sorrow. Heartache is such sweet sorrow.
Here, catch!
Oops. Aw, damn it. You put darkness on us. That's just mean.
It's all in the wrist.
Heartache is...
You got it, I'll heal it.
Well, that's cute, because sometimes when Riku swaps to the Thief dress sphere, or when she uses Steel, she says, "You got it, I'll steal it." But then now, because she's the White Mage, she says, "You got it, I'll heal it." It's really very clever. Oh, you know what I think might be the strat here? We're just gonna one-shot him with Pain.
Can't you just feel the magic?
Feel like taking a spin?
Oh, Pain didn't even get to use her most round strat.
That's it?
The Stratosphere. I love that, Frosty. I liberated a Syndicate uniform. Okay, so we should now be at 37 exactly, so this is a great time to check. Are we? Let's find out. Now Riku's wearing her uniform that we got. $37? Hell yeah! So now we're gonna update it. I don't think I was too good at the minigame this time. I think we did it. Now we're gonna go to Bikanel Desert. I thought it was a great joke. Good night, Frosty. Thanks for the raid.
Oh, before you start digging, I'd really like you to go check out the oasis for me. Some strange stuff's been washing up there lately. I'd appreciate it if you looked into it.
The only option we have is the oasis. So gee, I wonder what the game is trying to tell me is inside the oasis. Gosh, I wonder what we'll find here. Mode again. Sphere.
Look, a sphere.
Our third and final special dress sphere. So now all of our girls have their special dress sphere.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
What is this, a Sonic game? No, it's long time no see. Never mind. What they say in Sonic games. I did think you would like the names of the missions, Fruitoon.
Enough of this nonsense.
That just spun like 80 times for no reason. I love this game. That was /gen. I love this game. This game is so silly, but I also really think it contributes to the world of 10. Gosh, I feel so bad that I missed Frosty's donation while she was here. Oh my gosh, I'll have to let her know. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, Frosty. I really appreciate your donation. Oh, they always have such nice cosplays, and I know that was recently, yeah? Slash is happening right now.
Heartache is such sweet sorrow.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to do the magic strat again, because I keep whiffing it on my physical attacks.
Any better?
Alright, Logos, die. That really did just end the fight. Alright. Good night, Frosty. Thank you so much for the raid and for the support. I've got 2 Syndicate uniforms. There's where you get the lure bracer. I was wondering where it was. And that gave us a whopping... You want to know how much that gave us, gamers? Wow, we really are just making so much progress. And we got a new garment grid. Do we do the mission? Do we do the mission? Did we just get it done? I think we just get it done. Because the opening of next week's stream is already going to be moderately cursed. I think we just finish out, we get the 3rd uniform, and then that's where we open. Because if I get the 3rd uniform but I don't go to Guadosalam, that means I can actually do quite a lot of grinding in between streams, which I probably will because I love this game. So... Alright. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm committed now.
Kimari sorry.
Sorry about what?
Kimari look for sphere for Yuna, but Kimari find nothing. Kimari disappoint Yuna.
It's all right, Kimari. Of course, I'm happy that you tried to help, but Yuna has to deal with Yuna problems.
Kimari search mountain long time, but still one place Kimari not look. Fate's scar rises high on mountain. Scar is sacred ground, which Ronso not tread.
There might still be some spheres up there.
Summoners no longer climb mountain. Now only sphere hunters come.
So this mission is required, but in order to get 100%, I have to do it in a very specific way. And we will be here doing that together. It is definitely one of the more infamous sequences in this game, let's say. And one of the reasons I'm glad that my stream is, you know, has got that certain little check mark on it.
Ronso, you filled with anger, hate Guado. Kimari must stop fight, but Kimari not wise enough. Kimari agree with you now. Elder who rely on other, not worthy.
I didn't mean it that way, Kimari.
Kimari thank you. Burden of elder lighter now.
Think this. I'm going off of memory here.
Ronso youth grow strong, destroy hated Guado. Garrick swear to mountain. Garrick avenge murdered Ronso. Garrick hope so. Let Guado learn have strength mountain give Ronso.
But if that happens, the fighting will never end.
Ronso fight until end.
The reason I've been doing this in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 is because it will make an encounter in Chapter 3 much easier if I address the Ronso concerns correctly. I'll also get a dressphere out of it. So in my minimum percent run, I did not have to watch the scene that we are all about to watch. But since this is a 100%, this is a maximum percent run, then I do have to.
So what's next?
I will probably do a little bit of grinding in between streams, if not less for levels, although yes, levels, but more so for abilities, for dresspheres. If all the girls know black magic spells, that'll come in handy, for one.
You mean we're supposed to climb this?
No wonder
Yes.
the Longs don't ever come here.
Look!
So this is also an area that's kind of unique to 10-2, because in 10, this was where all the Faith were on the mountain, and now the Faith are not here, as a result of the events of 10.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
I believe I have to go through. Oops. So, to complete the mission, you can go that way. You can follow the guard where she's going. But we're not on a completionist run. We're not just completing the game. We are getting 100%, which means we have to do a little bit of climbing. Gotta keep going. Gotta climb all the way up top. Oh wait, that's too high up.
Up this way?
If there is, we're gonna get blown away before we see
Wrong way. I'm close though.
This is suicide, turn back!
I'm close though. Oh, there it is. I see it. I do not actually have to see that scene to get 100%, but that's cool. I have to go here. Here it is. Up. Fine. Oops. Oops. Leaving. I'm not chancing that. Alright, here's where I need to be. Alright. We're just gonna let this play out for the next few minutes. Let's prepare ourselves mentally.
That water felt great. Can you believe there's a hot spring in a place like this?
But isn't this supposed to be sacred Ronso ground? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
What? You think some Ronso boogeyman is gonna come get you? Better that than the boss. Know what I mean?
Hey! You two been slacking off?
No, we were, getting ready for duty. Just trying to, rejuvenate, sir.
Oh. They will. They'll treat this perfectly normally. Don't even worry about it. Subtly eyes the 18+ check on my streams that I mostly put there because I swear, but also the game I chose to play.
That sure was easy.
Well, as long as we're here.
On sacred ground?
No one's looking.
That would have been fine. What I take issue with is what's coming next.
This feels great.
What have we here?
What?
Whatever. I know who's got it going on.
Excuse me?
Stay away! Want to get hurt?
You should check out Pain.
Ugh, hurt time!
This is all happening right now.
You want some?
They put this in the game and then made it required for you to get 100%.
I didn't mean it.
Too late!
Huh? What's all the noise?
Just taking a little dip.
Call Tink! I'll be there right now.
Brother?
Don't worry, I knocked him out.
Maybe we should get out. I'm getting all roomy.
Also, there's just like these random Hypello here. Is one of them Barkeep?
I really
Did they invite Barkeep but not Brother to their hot tub party? Okay, that was the extra scene we needed to see. Let's just fight and get out of here. Do love this game. I really, really do. And I hate that it gives its detractors such easy ammunition sometimes.
We'll be taking that uniform back.
we lose it, Leblanc will give us the heel.
Lousy goat wings! Falling down on people like that gave me a little surprise, that's all.
For a little surprise, you sure took a while to come back.
Who asked you?
Actually, you know what? I think I will end the stream by showing off Yuna's special dress sphere. So let's put her around the garment grid. And I'll show y'all what Yuna's looks like. Yuna's is my favorite one, actually.
I'll help with all my might.
White Mage is probably the closest counterpart to what Yuna was in the original Final Fantasy X. And so I like that her default staff is her weapon there, and I like that her ultimate staff, Nirvana, is her weapon in Black Mage Dress Sphere.
Taking a spin?
We're gonna actually go all the way around, so we're gonna go all the way back to Warrior just for good measure. Even though we don't actually have to. Just so I can get all that extra magic defense that I don't even need for this fight. So now we've activated all of Yuna's, so about bing bang boom, let's go!
Power too great to be bridled can only be set free.
Hers is very, very magic focused. I did not know he was susceptible to sleep. That is amazing. I didn't realize that if you ended the battle in special dress that only that girl would get the experience. Good to know.
Mission accomplished. We found ourselves a uniform.
Roger, we're on our way.
Alright, since we saw the scene and we got the uniform, that should have been worth a whole %. And so we should have 38.2. Then, because we now have all 3 uniforms, this little scene is actually also worth 0.2%. So we should actually have 38 point... Oops, 38
Let's settle the
point.
score.
So, we have 38.4 now. We have all of our uniforms. And I think that's going to be a great place to call it for tonight. See, we're all wearing our uniforms now on the airship, which is fun. And we are going to call it a night for today, everybody. Next time, we will open up with infiltrating Chateau Leblanc with all of our uniforms. Thank you all so much for coming and joining me tonight. I know we mostly did goofy optional stuff this time, but it was still tons of fun, as it always is. Take care, stay warm. I know that it's very, very, very chilly right now in a lot of places. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!